And so when we're dealing with prayer, it's right to come the right way. And there's a popular saying here in the US anyway, it says, come correct. And we need to come correct before the King of Kings and before the Lord of Lords. We need to enter his gates. How? Not with requests, not with even legitimate intercessions and all the rest. Sometimes we skip over this. Sometimes we go right to, Daddy, I need this, or, I need you to move for this other person. But Psalm 100 verse 4 is very valuable to us. It tells us how to first enter into the presence of the King. How? With thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. And sometimes, especially as leaders, that can be a little bit tough. This is easy to read. Sometimes it's harder to do, especially as a leader. You have so many concerns and so many things that, things go wrong despite your best efforts. And sometimes the people of God being the way they tend to be, sometimes sheep bite. And, and sometimes leaders and pastors can kind of slack off on this. So this is very important to get yourself repositioned before the Lord, because if you're not positioned rightly, then the rest of what you do will not have the effect that you want it to have. So remember to enter his gates first with thanksgiving, even if it's a problem, even if, God forbid, you had a family member who had a bad diagnosis, or you get a call on the phone that you didn't expect and it's bad news. Enter into his gates anyhow with thanksgiving. You've all been in a situation in life. If you've lived long enough, you've followed God long enough, you've been in a situation in life where you have had to give God a thanks anyhow, in spite of those circumstances. So this is good to remember. This is a good starting place. Sometimes people don't know, they say they don't know like where to start in prayer. Well, this verse tells you where to start. Enter his gates with thanksgiving. And even though I can't hear you, you can say amen. And again, that's not a suggestion, that's a command.